Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more Political Excess. Today, we're going to take a look at two more primaries coming up this Tuesday, June 28th. We're going to look at Illinois and Utah. So let's get right into it. Let's start in Illinois. There are a lot of races in the House. I can't go over each one of them in detail. Feel free to pause or rewind because I want to get through these and focus on the main highlights. So Illinois is losing a seat again this cycle, going down to 17 seats. This was a heavily gerrymandered map by the Democrats, but in the first district, Democrat Bobby Rush is retiring, so there is a primary between several candidates. There is one poll here, and it's basically a three-way race. If we take a look at the market, it's a little bit more of a two-way race between Jonathan Jackson and Pat Dowell. Jackson does have a comfortable lead. That will be very safe for the Democrats in the fall, as well as in the third district. That is an open seat. The Democrats have another primary there, and there's a little bit of polling, and we take a look at the market. Delia Ramirez, she does have also a comfortable lead. In the 6th district, this is the southwest suburban Chicago area, there are two incumbent Democrats running. Sean Casten, the more moderate candidate, and Marie Newman, the more progressive candidate. Those two are battling it out. The couple of polls here show Casten with a lead, and I predicted Casten is an overwhelming favorite to win. That one is not for sure in the Democrats' bag in November. Republicans do have a chance to pick that district up in this type of environment. And there's not much information on the Republican side. We'll just have to see who wins that this Tuesday. In the 7th district, incumbent Democrat Danny Davis, he does have a primary challenger. However, it appears he has this one wrapped up, as on the market, it's showing him well positioned to win that nomination. In the 13th district, this is the district, that narrow strip that stretches from the East St. Louis area through much of central Illinois. This district has no incumbent. It's been drawn to give the Democrats a bit of an edge. There's not really any polling or markets, but the Democrats appear to have Nikki Budzinski, and the Republicans will have to wait and see what happens with them on Tuesday. But the Republicans are capable of picking this seat up in this environment. In the 15th district, this covers much of central Illinois. This is a deep red district. There are two incumbent Republicans going to battle it out, Rodney Davis and Mary Miller. Davis is regarded as more of the moderate or mainstream type Republican, and Miller does have the support of Donald Trump. There are a few polls here, and they are very close. If we take a look at the market, Mary Miller does have a lead, but it's not overwhelming. So this is going to be the most compelling primary to watch in Illinois. And in the 17th district, this is an open seat. It does have a Democratic tilt again, but the Republicans, this is their best seat to flip of all the Illinois congressional districts. The Democrats do appear to have a competitive primary. The polls do show a tight race between Leticia Wallace and Eric Sorensen. So this actually is another race probably to take a look at. The Republican side, it'll probably be Esther Joy King. She did narrowly lose this seat back in 2020. Let's move on to the statewide races. Incumbent Democrat J.B. Pritzker, he's running for re-election, and he has no real opposition, so all the focus will be on the Republican side in the primary, and they do have a lot of candidates running. If we scroll down to the polling, we can see that the front runner is State Senator Darren Bailey. He has a lead, but not an overwhelming lead in most of these polls. And if we take a look at the market, he is over 90% favored to win. So as of now, it'll be Pritzker versus Bailey in the general. Pritzker is going to be an odds-on favorite. This race could get closer. We'll see what happens as we head into the summer. Over in the U.S. Senate, incumbent Democrat Tammy Duckworth is running for re-election to a second term. She's unopposed. On the Republican side, it is wide open. There is some polling here, but nobody is even at 20%. So we'll just have to see what happens on Tuesday. However, it's not going to be that interesting, as I don't think the Republicans really have any chance at winning this race. This Senate seat has gone back and forth between Democrats and Republicans over the last 25 years, but that streak will very likely be broken this time around. So let's move over to Utah, where there is much less to talk about. There are 4 seats in the House. They should all be easily won by the Republicans in November. Utah does have party conventions to nominate some of their candidates. For example, in the 1st district here, Andrew Badger actually won in the convention over incumbent Blake Moore, so they will go at it in a primary on Tuesday. However, Blake Moore does appear to be the clear frontrunner there. There's nothing really happening in the 2nd district. In the 3rd district, it's similar, where incumbent John Curtis, he's trailing challenger Chris Herod at the convention. So in the primary on Tuesday, those two are going to go at it, but John Curtis, the incumbent, does appear to be favored. And the 4th district with Burgess Owens, that appears to also be anticlimactic, as he will carry that nomination and very likely win in November. And finally, the bigger focus will be on the U.S. Senate race in Utah, where incumbent Republican Mike Lee, he's running for re-election. He does have a primary to get through. Everything indicates he's going to coast to victory there. And in November, the Democratic Party actually has endorsed independent Evan McMullin, as they think that is their best chance to defeat Mike Lee. It probably is their best chance, but I still don't see it really getting all that close. There's still time, but I think Mike Lee is likely, if not very likely, to win this election. So that is it for Utah. They do not have any other statewide races, as all those were done 2 years ago, and they'll have more in 2 years from now. So that's a look at Illinois and Utah. Let me know if you're following any of these races. If you enjoy this content, please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.